Maybe to try this one out. Yeah. Pay the shoe-on-head VTuber tax. Yeah. Anyway, this one's called I Survived. What is a Survove? Also, this... That's quite an image to pause on. Anyway, this is their new video, I Survived Woke 1.0, the first culture war. Well, there should be definitely something. And I'm gonna make some people mad by reacting to this. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. The last Shoe0nHead video pissed off a bunch of dog shocker enthusiasts, so this one might just piss people off as well, so yeah. But I guess we'll see when we get near, yeah. Anyways, I don't really got much else for this intro, so original video will be linked in the description below, as well as Shoe0nHead, she'll be linked down below as well. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, because it helps out a lot, and is very much appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump around the video now, shall we?
So the other day, I saw a tweet. I feel like all my videos start out like that. The other day, I saw a tweet that said, "Woke 1 was crazy," attached to the infamous photo of Nancy Pelosi and a bunch of Democrat politicians kneeling in African costumes back in 2020 to honor George Floyd. What a fever dream. There were many similar posts from people talking about how crazy Woke 1 was, or Woke 1.0 as they call it. Leftists talking about what they did wrong during Woke 1.0.
What did they say?
Leftists talking about
Woke 1.0 failed because it was inadequately neo-pussy whipped. We must not repeat the same grave mistake in Woke 2.0. Woke 2.0? Really? You just want to be even more annoying and unbearable to deal with? Woke 1.0 was a failure. What makes you think 2.0 will be any successful? Especially when people aren't afraid to openly hate it anymore. Like, Jesus.
About what they did wrong during Woke 1.
Woke 2.0 makes more sense and has a more practical approach. No, it doesn't. Woke 1.0 just relied on mob mentality for social justice, so does 2.0. But that is stupid, as social justice can only be secured by aggressive state enforcement, which I hope Woke 2.0 succeeds in doing. Yeah, good luck with that.
0.0. How they came off too strongly.
For those of us, nearly everyone, who recognize Woke 1.0 as a failure, what's something specific you're willing to say it got wrong? Here's mine: the practice describing policies that were like Kerner Commission recommendations as prison obligation to get attention was dumb. I don't know what Kerner Commission is, but I'm seeing prison abolition on there, which that's pretty much the abolishment of prisons, which is an absolutely horrible idea. Yeah, and it's something I entirely expect out of woke bullshit. No. Hell, I'm pretty sure if I look hard enough, I can find something just like that in the supposed Woke 2.0. So, yeah.
With things like abolish the police and how they'll do things differently.
Good luck abolishing... Yeah, that's a bad idea, to abolish the police. That is a very bad idea, too. Yeah. Woke 1.0 was practice. Woke 2.0 is the game. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Yeah, this is not only are they saying we're gonna be more annoying, they're also extremely cringe about it too.
Differently during Woke 2.0. Yeah, you'll get him next time, champ. And don't get me wrong, They won't.
They won't. See, that mob mentality that was discussed in one of those first tweets, that's one of the reasons why nobody was brave enough to, you know, hate on wokeness openly, because everyone would get attacked by the mob, canceled, lose their job, doxxed, death threats, whatever. Now, that doesn't happen nearly as much, and people aren't afraid to openly hate it anymore. In fact, the hate against it gets supported more so than hated against, and yeah. It's no surprise, yeah. Woke was pretty much just oppression, pretty much, yeah. It felt like oppression, and it probably was in some ways, yeah. So, yeah, fuck that.
20 was crazy. At the time, I was a bit preoccupied trying my hardest to get Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard elected. I don't want to talk about it. But yes, from what I remember, 2020 was crazy. But that was not Woke 1.0. Woke 1.0 started long ago. Long ago when being woke was called being an SJW. Back when Anita Sarkeesian...
Yeah, because that is pretty much what woke people pretty much are. They're just the most annoying people on the world, which includes social justice warriors, yeah. Which, those guys fucking suck. Yeah, especially this bitch on the screen.
Was public enemy #1, and I identify as an attack helicopter, believe it or not, was a joke young people told, and not your 65-year-old uncle on Facebook. You see, Woke 1.0 was not George Floyd and COVID masks, no. This was Woke 1.0.
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
Hello and welcome to the Shoe0nHead channel. I am your host, Shoe0nHead. You may also know me on Reddit as every e-girl combined into one insufferable millennial woman with fetal alcohol syndrome, or perhaps just Asmongold on HRT. As I am filming this, it is
that's not. No, she's not Asmongold on HRT, okay? She has too much hair for that, alright? Let's calm down here. Yeah. Then she's missing a... Then, you know, there's no roaches or anything, yeah. She's also a mother, and then there's also the fact that, well, I was about to say she's married, but, well, Asmongold's not married. He has a girlfriend now. So, yeah, that's a thing. That pissed off a lot of people, yeah.
is the 12th anniversary of my first video on this channel.
Oh.
12 years. 12 years a slave to the algorithm. So in this video, we are going to react to that video as well as a few other old videos of mine. We're gonna see how well or how terrible.
Boxy, that's what it was. I think I said it in the last Shoe0nHead video that she looked like... Wait, is that what it was? Hold on, let me see just to make sure. It was, I checked. Yeah, that's... I think I said that in the last Shoe0nHead video that she looked like that. That or said it about someone else. I don't know, it could have been both, yeah. I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that? Stop looking at me like that.
Everything
I
has
literally paused on the right face right there, and...
aged, because let's be real, a lot of this shit aged like milk. Wait, why is the arrow pointing this way?
Because...
What the f- We are going to talk about Woke 1.0, the ancient lore of me and my channel, how the Overton window has shifted so far since then, how stupid everything looks back then in comparison to things happening today. I feel like every morning we wake up and we are living through yet another historical event. The news moves so fast.
This is where she goes into ground news.
React instantly, to pick a side, to condemn, to support. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News.
Yep,
so let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into this video. Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias, ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full story and make sure you're getting both sides. They make it really easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's check out this story about how Republicans in Congress continue to back Iran war despite the political
That's still
risks.
going on?
On the left, you'll see the headlines about this.
I hear literally nothing about it. How is that even still happening? I hear nothing about it.
Or like,
I thought we
Iran
were done with it.
war keeps dashing GOP's midterm hopes. And this is how a right-wing outlet covers the same story. Tucker Carlson claims Israel controls US politics, force Trump into Iran war. Very different focuses here, very different vibes going on here. But my favorite feature of Ground News is definitely the blind spot feature. It shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here is another story about how the Iran war is deeply unpopular with even Trump's voters. 39 sources covered this. 64% were left-wing, and only 14 were right-wing. Right-wing media trying to avoid how even their own fan base are sick of this war. And here's a story about how Ilhan Omar's sister is apparently linked to Minnesota's fraud scandal.
That's surprising.
100% of the sources that covered this story are right-wing. No left-wing outlets have covered this story. There are so many examples like this, and Ground News makes it really easy to just lay it all out in the open. I've been using Ground News for years now, and it is one of my favorite apps. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. High praise. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. To get the 40% off discount, go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, as always, for not skipping the ad. And now, back to the video. One of the most funny...
There's no threat for, like, you didn't skip the ad, did you? Yeah.
And like endearing things that have been happening lately is people will discover my channel and then they'll make reaction videos to my videos and they'll title them things like Shoe0nHead is done with the left. Shoe0nHead is finally waking up. And it's like, I've been woken up. Do not cite the anti-woke magic to me. Nuxtaku. I was there when it was written. Before your
Well,
girl
alrighty
was... Kami
What, were you part of the... Were you one of the creators of it? Did you help write the code?
Mommy. For better or worse, I was one of the founding fathers of anti-woke content on the internet. I saw this one tweet that was like, the idea there was a woke one is the most jarring to America's moment I've ever had. Really, bitch? I mean, like, I get it. I would pretend it never happened too. It was very embarrassing, but really, bitch? I was there when Bernie Sanders was talking about unions and has microphones snatched by Black Lives Matter. That was basically the birth of my entire political worldview. You can't pretend that shit never happened. I was there when a grown-ass scientist was harassed and brought to tears for daring to wear a shirt with, like, cartoon pinup girls on it. We need Nuremberg trials.
What? Rosetta scientist Dr. Matt Taylor apologizes for offensive... How is that offensive? Breaks down during apology for sexist shirt as he... How? It's a fucking shirt! Oh my god. How do you get offended over that? If you get offended over that, you belong in the metal box. Turning the big rocks into little rocks. That's where you belong if you get offended over that shit. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, how mentally ill do you have to be to get offended over that? And a whole crowd of them, too. Jesus Christ.
To wear a shirt with, like, cartoon pinup girls on it. We need Nuremberg trials for all the 2010s. You should legally be forced to wear some kind of patch on you in public to identify you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet, I literally had to stop writing my other video to make this one. Because I was like...
Wait, what?
I had to stop you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet, I literally had to stop writing my other video to make this one. Because I was
Hasn't that happened a few times with her? I swear it has.
like, okay, I'm not gonna let these people rewrite history. We're not gonna let you write the history books, okay? Who do you think you are?
Yeah, because that's one thing I see is that a lot of woke people will some of them are doing it now, are they're just pretending that woke shit didn't just happen, and it's like, nah, you don't get to just do all that bullshit and then go away and pretend like none of that happened. Nah, nah, we're gonna remember that and we're gonna hate you for that, and we got the logs and everything, and then they call you obsessed over that because they can't get anything else, and it's like, well, it's kind of hard to not to be whenever you're trying to ruin our lives for not submitting to the woke gods or some bullshit like that. Yeah. Also, people calling you obsessed for just keeping records of all the woke shit happened are more obsessed with woke. We're way more obsessed with woke stuff more, and they're ashamed to be that, and hence why they're trying to pretend it never happened. They're ashamed of what happened, and they're afraid to, and they won't admit it. Yeah, they're ashamed. They won't afraid to admit it, and they just want to pretend it never happened. Yeah, they want to move on like nothing happened. But we won't let them. No. We know how it was. Because wokeness is an embarrassment and basically almost just about a disease.
Lane Maxwell's father? So I'm going to be talking about 4 different videos here. Oppression Olympics, Social Justice League vs. Gamers, Average is Beautiful, and Questions for Men Answered by Women. I'm not going to be showing the full video.
I think I have a good idea on what the Oppression Olympics is. Yeah, I think if I have a good idea on what that one's going to be about. You know, like how a lot of people have like straight up fucking pissing contests about like, who has it worse? I have it worse than you. No, I have it worse than you. I have a good feeling it's going to be like that.
Because this video will be 4 hours long, so if you want to watch the full videos, the links will be in the description. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye. So, Oppression Olympics was my first cultural, political video, uploaded July of 2014. 12 years ago. How old were you guys 12 years ago?
12 years ago. Well, yeah, that's 12 years ago. Yeah, I was fucking 11. Yeah. Yeah, I was still in elementary, I think. Yeah.
I am like 60 years old in internet years, like 204 years old in e-girl years. If you have been here, if you have been with me for that long, you deserve like some kind of reparations or something. Like, you have seen some shit. All right.
Well, I have been on the internet for that long, so do I get some? Just curious, yeah.
I am about to watch it. I am so scared.
Yeah, you know, I probably would be too, cause like, I'm afraid to go back and watch some of my videos at times, cause I'm just like, I already know I did some shit that I'm just embarrassed to see, and I don't want to see it, and see. Probably about. She's about to experience that herself. Oh boy.
I haven't watched this in years.
Here we go.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Go back to that intro.
Hey there, pretty lady.
That is. Never would I ever think that Shoe would be like that. 12 years ago must have been something, huh?
Do you wear heels? Do you
No.
wear makeup?
No.
Do you want to go on a diet and get thin? Don't do
Sure.
any of those things. Hey, I'm a feminist. That's right, a feminist in 2014 America.
The voice crack. The voice crack. Oh boy. Oh boy. What is this family computer ass background, by the way? This is literally the room for the family computer right here.
Can my
Thought I'd just say that, yeah, because why not?
voice even do that anymore? 2014 America! Oh.
Somewhat. Not as high as that. Well, it could have just been the camera, so yeah.
I can.
Or the bad quality, the camera. You know what I'm saying.
Okay, never mind. Pretend I didn't do that. Alright, let's go.
What does that mean? That means I want you to stoop down to my level. And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup, don't do your hair, don't try to look pretty. I get catcalls all the time and I hate it. I just love vlogging about it though, and I love blogging about it on my Tumblr. And shaving? Forget shaving.
What
Don't
the-
shave.
I hope that is fake.
This video game character is dressed too sexily.
Oh,
I don't like it. Change it.
I hate people like that. Especially since they don't even consume it. They're not even a part of it. The only part of it people like that have nowadays. You wanna know the part of it people like that have nowadays? Developing the games because they want to try to get money and bitching about it on Twitter. Or Blue Sky, whichever one they have. I don't know, probably both. Yeah. Blue Sky, Twitter, Reddit, Tumblr still, because maybe, yeah. Probably Facebook too, because they're fucking old, yeah.
I'm dressed too sexily and you don't like it? Stop oppressing me! Did you guys know that rape is bad? Rape is bad!
Yeah, no shit.
Does anybody know this? Rape is bad, and if you're not a feminist, you're pro-rape.
Okay.
Oh, good, it's over.
that-
Oh, fuck, she's back.
She's back.
Feminism is
Yeah, I was about to say. Is it all it was? Just a meme video making fun of woke people? Alright.
in 2014 America is completely pointless. It's just a label that people are putting on themselves to feel special because
Why do I sound so cute? It's just a label people are putting on themselves like, aw, someone protect her. She doesn't know how bad it's gonna get.
it's
Yeah.
the special snowflake oppression Olympics. Everyone is in this big race to be the most progressive and the most open-minded and the most oppressed.
Yeah.
It is the strangest thing I have ever seen, and it's like infesting like the internet, and it's starting to seep out into the real world. And like I really don't like it.
So a little
Yeah.
lore behind this video before we
Yeah, and it's gotten worse over time. Really bad. Yeah, it's, yep.
continue. First of all, Obama was president. Okay, this was before the Trump era. In fact, this was like months before Gamergate even popped off. This is ancient. Some of you don't even remember a time before Trump. Like, Trump is your normal. You don't remember what the political and cultural landscape was like before Trump. That
I sure
is like
shouldn't know.
crazy to me. Anyway, at this time I was like 23, 24,
Yeah,
working
'cause whenever it comes to that, the only thing I know is, or know from recent memory and everything is Trump, Biden, and then, well, Trump 2.0. No. Been alive for, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, and Trump again. Yeah. Alright.
at a makeup counter in the mall, and I noticed all the people around me were changing. Their personalities were shifting. They were becoming like very unfunny and like offended at everything. It was very weird. One example that sticks out in my mind for some reason was my friend
That's another thing I do not like is people get offended at everything. Like, it's just, it's gotten so annoying, and it's just like, shut the fuck up. shut the fuck up. Quit getting offended over the dumbest shit ever. Oh, people get so offended at nearly everything. Just a disagreement pisses people off. And it's just like, really? Really?
Did at everything. It was very weird. One example that sticks out in my mind for some reason was my friend screamed in my other friend's ear. My friend was like, ah, you're gonna make me go deaf. And then my other friend was like, that's not funny. My brother's half deaf. I don't know why that one sticks out.
The hell? Like, what? Wasn't even making a joke and just... Huh? I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this and try to make some sense out of it. You know what? I'm not going to because I'm gonna fuck up my brain more just by trying that. Anyways.
But like, that was a pivotal moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Also, we later found out that her brother was in fact not half deaf, but anyway, the only thing I traced it back...
He wasn't even What? The hell's this bitch's problem?
Also, we later found out that her brother was in fact not half deaf.
So not only is she crazy, she's a liar too. Crazy lying ass bitch. What the fuck?
But anyway, the only thing I traced it back to was they all used the same website.
This video is mostly about...
Oh my god, yeah, of course it is. I hate this platform so much.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh my god,
this.
is that Big Red? Oh my god, just blast from the past with this.
Yeah, that is a blast. I don't even know her name or anything, but I remember, like, yeah, Jesus
face here.
Christ.
This woman should get some kind of like compensation for being on so many YouTubers' thumbnails.
I don't know about it, no.
She was the face of the triggered feminist SJW for years.
Number one, shut the f up for a second. Now, if you would shut the f up for the 50th
I think you should take your own advice and shut the fuck up.
billionth time.
And then it was this other person. Where are these people nowadays? I wonder what they're up to.
Tumblr is the
Who knows? Who knows? For all we know, they're living in a damn cave.
reason there is just this outbreak and infestation of SJWs ruining my internets and ruining my real life and just sucking the sense of humor out of so many people.
And the thing that sucks is that Tumblr got rid of adult content, and because of that, a lot of them left and went into the other places, and that's how a lot of other places got infested. They got rid of what was keeping them there, and now they've infested other places. Yeah.
I know.
Tumblr was very popular back then, but there was like some dark evil energy coming from it, and I sensed it. And at the time, that is where I thought all this woke SJW shit was coming from. Little did I know, like, a lot of these people on Tumblr were college kids. All this like rape culture, white supremacist bullshit was coming from the college classroom. And at the time I didn't know, I was just a humble makeup salesman, so
Yeah, that's very true. Colleges aren't really colleges anymore. They're more so indoctrination camps, and yeah, I... makes me glad I didn't go. Yeah, there's a fun fact about me. Never been to college, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be starting anytime soon. I think I'm good. Yeah, I probably would have dropped out anyways, so yeah.
was really confused, and I felt like I was going crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to boot up the Shoe0nHead channel. I'm gonna vent and make a video. Nobody's gonna fucking see it. I don't care. As far as I knew, there was no other videos online.
Yeah, about that part of no one's gonna see it.
Talking about this subject, so I just filmed it, edited it, uploaded it, and left. Like, I didn't check the comment section, and I didn't even know that Thunderfoot, a YouTuber, shared my video, and that's how it originally blew up. And from there, I found out, oh, there's more people who agree with me. I found like Sargon of Akkad and like the Honey Badgers. It was crazy to feel like, oh, I'm not going insane. Things are changing.
They're all in this big competition to see who could be the most progressive and the most tolerant, at the same time being the most annoying.
Yeah, that's cute. Tolerant. Yeah, sure. Tolerant. Yeah, more like intolerant.
And the most intolerant people that I've ever,
Yeah,
ever met in my
exactly.
life.
Go back.
The most annoying and the most tolerant, to see who could be the most progressive and the most tolerant, at the same time being the most annoying and the most intolerant people that I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. 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 Perfect. Perfect description of woke people, by the way. That is the perfect description right there. Or one of many perfect descriptions of that. Yeah. Like, just trying to be, like, all that tolerant and progressive, but they're so intolerant and annoying and assholes. And I'd argue that they're not even they're not even tolerant or anything. Yeah. One thing I do find funny, though, is how woke people really have some, like, mental breakdown whenever, you know, some regular person decides to be like, you know what, I'm gonna out-woke them. And then they do, and then they just, like, they just look so dead inside. I was seeing a video where someone did that with, like, some manager that they worked for or something, and it was just hilarious. Oh, Christ. Oh, the look on her face, just looking so dead inside. Like, I think he was about to get in trouble or something, too, and then he was like, let me out-woke her, and he did. She just looks so dead and dead inside and miserable.
It is just a big, it's the oppression Olympics.
And that's pretty much what they are. They are miserable people. They're absolutely miserable. Like, it's just, yeah. They're never happy. They're never doing anything fun. It's just constant virtue signaling and just seeing how much more oppressed they can be. Yeah.
Labeling yourself as a feminist. Stop it. It is not a movement anymore. You do not need it. Nobody needs it. You have every single right that every guy has now.
Yeah, like, pretty much. Yeah. Hell, some would argue they have more rights than men, too. And when you really think about it, technically they do. Yeah, like, why is it still here? Like, you've already accomplished your goal. You're like, it's over. Go home. Why are you still here? You've got your rights. Go home. Go home. There's nothing else to do. Why are you overstaying your welcome? You say that about a lot of movements, by the way. Yeah. A lot of movements that have been here that have already accomplished their goal, overstaying their welcome, and by doing so have done nothing but ruin the reputation of the people they are supposed to be supporting more than ever. Yeah, that's all movements like that have done. They've just ruined the reputation of what they're supposed to represent and fight for. Yeah.
Most feminists on the internet just hate men.
Now, if you can believe it,
that's also true. That's also true. So that's another thing, is a lot of people don't even know what feminist even means. Like, a lot of them don't. But according to a lot of modern day feminists, it is actually just hating men and being miserable too. So, yeah.
This might be hard to believe while watching this video. This was transgressive back in the day. This was, like, crazy to hear online back then. Especially coming from a woman. We're saying things like, oh, feminism is doo-doo, and, like, obvious ass shit. Like, people have a victim complex these days. That was,
they do, by the way. So many people with a victim complex. Like, my God. And that's the thing. A lot of people with these victim complexes aren't even victims. If anything, they're the oppressor. They're trying to be oppressors more so. Yeah. They're the opposite of victims.
Like, sacrilegious. And now it's like nothing. Now it's like wallpaper. Everyone thinks that. Every day there's like a new racist e-girl popping up and saying the N-word and then falling off a week later. Like, if this video came out today, it would get like no views because it's the most basic shit ever. This video almost got me fired from my job, you know? Like, they found out where I worked, they called my boss, they were like, she hates women.
I remember her saying that in the previous video, like, she's been like, over the shit she talks about, she's been like doxxed and like given death threats and a bunch of other shit. So it's like, and they called her job, like she said, and all that. And yeah, like, that's just less crazy. Yeah. The tolerant people, by the way, so tolerant. Yeah.
Women, like, all this stuff. When it first blew up, most of the comments were negative. It was just a bunch of angry women being like, you're a handmaiden of the patriarchy. Like, this was before the term pick-me existed. Handmaiden of the patriarchy. That goes kind of hard. Can we bring that back? Okay, so that was the first video. Let's watch another one, shall we? This is called Social Justice League vs. Gamers.
Oh,
may or may not have noticed, I've been fully immersed in this whole Gamergate thing since it started, like, 2 months ago.
Gamergate was 2 months ago? Oh my God. For those of you who don't know what Gamergate was, You know what? Don't worry about it. It's not important. Some woman
It's a whole thing.
allegedly slept with someone, and
Yeah.
now the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Things happened in between that.
A lot of things happen with it. It's a whole thing that would take way too long. Yeah. Just know that the two bitches that spoke at the UN, Anita Sarkeesian and the other glasses-wearing bitch that looked 50 at 20, 20 are horrible people. Yeah.
But
I don't remember the other person's name.
that's basically the gist of it. Editing Shoe here. I decided to actually put in a brief explanation because genuinely a lot of you might not know. Gamergate kicked off when game devs and game journalists were accused of sleeping with each other for better game reviews. A bunch of journalists then coordinated anti-gamer hit pieces, all coming out around the exact same day, saying things like gamers are dead and focusing on how sexist and white and male gaming spaces were. It was a mess that went on for like 3 years, arguably longer, and many people cite it as one of the first major culture wars online. People went to the UN to talk
Zoe Quinn, yeah, that's who it was, yeah. Oh, Jesus, yeah, she even looks like a fucking Redditor.
about sexism in gaming. There was even a Law and Order episode about evil sexist gamers.
These guys, they just can't stand women in gaming.
What did they do to you?
They leveled up.
Also, Logan Paul was in
The hell?
that episode for some reason. It was a weird time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Seeing good friends of mine get labeled as misogynist, sexist, racist, only for enjoying video games and seeing through this very obvious agenda
No.
pushing, 100% no. I honestly could not imagine being so deluded that you actually make yourself believe that all gamers are white, cis
Yeah, exactly.
males who are worse than ISIS. I'm not even mad, I'm
Yeah,
actually
there are actually people who think like that, by the way, yeah. They're actually like that. Hell, some of those people would probably kill people like that, yeah. Me being one of them, yeah. Well, me being one of the people that they would want to kill, specifically, yeah. Need to clarify there, yeah. Like, if they were given the chance, they would. They would, yeah. Trust me, they would, yeah.
like impressed that these people have the ability. They're like champions of mental gymnastics of the oppression Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
SJW logic and facts. Oh my god.
Coming in like,
Yep. So accurate.
I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this character doesn't look like me, she's not frumpy and below average, it makes me insecure, change it, change this,
Yeah.
I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't even play that, but I don't like it. There could be a fucking black, Mexican, Chinese, demisexual, lesbian, feminist, otherkin in a wheelchair with no legs and shit, and these crybabies would still not be happy.
Oh my god, nothing.
Yeah, that's another thing. It doesn't matter what you do to these people. You will never appease them, and they will never be happy. You cannot do shit to appease them. You cannot do anything to appease them. They will never be happy. It doesn't matter what you do. You could do everything they ask for, and they're still gonna hate you. Yeah, they will. It's purity testing that just never ends. It is an endless purity testing until one day you finally slip up and then you get eaten alive by the very same people that you tried to please. And like, it will happen every single time. Yeah, that's why it isn't worth pleasing these people or trying to make them happy in the slightest, and why I don't. Yeah, like, I'm like, you really think I'm gonna try to please those people? No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna give you some pretty little lie and act like I'm try to make you happy or anything. All right, I'm not. I'm gonna give you the rude truth, and you're gonna deal with it whether you like it or not, because that's how it is. Yeah, because I'm not doing that bullshit. All right, I'm not gonna mentally oppress myself just so I can please some mentally ill freak. I'm not doing that.
Has changed. Nothing has changed. They still f***ing do this shit. They still invade nerdy male spaces
Yeah, they
and
do.
force them to cater to them. They're still purposely making female characters like ugly and frumpy. You
true.
still can't pander to them because they'll never be happy.
Take
never.
a look at this.
They never will be.
It's a frightening and disgusting trend in the world of online gaming. Hackers rewriting code to simulate sexual assault.
Sam Meggs stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. The graphics are so good, this attack is eerily realistic. Eerily realistic.
Yeah, realistic, huh?
Oh, that's sex? You've been doing it wrong? God damn!
Oh my god, I forgot all about the traffic cone. My dad literally stole that traffic cone off the street from me. I was like, Dad, I need a traffic cone for...
He just stole it! Oh my god. Bro, that just... Bro, that just... Anyone watch Jay Schlatt? Because that reminded me of, like, how he would do, like, he would ask his fans to, like, send them, like, their favorite TikToks or, like, presentations or whatever. And they would just have... A lot of his fans would just have, like, a bunch of just stolen shit. Like, road signs, road cones, goddamn shopping carts, driving signs. They just have a bunch of stolen stuff that they just... That's what this reminded me of. And finding out that she just asked her dad to get one, and he just stole one just to give to her. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and did she grow up in New York? I know she's from New York too. That's the most New York shit ever too. Dad, I need a road cone. Okay, here you go. Where'd you find it? Oh, I fucking stole it. What? Yeah, just, there you go. Alright, see ya. Anyways, I'm gonna go smoke. Probably be something like that. Probably, I don't know. That's a Southerner's interpretation of how that interaction would go between New Yorkers when one of them asked, when a New Yorker asked their New Yorkin father to give them a road cone. And maybe it'd go something like that, I don't know.
This video I'm doing, he like took it off the street and he's like, here you go. He didn't even like ask what it was for. I was just like, thanks. Like, it's good to have a supportive father here.
Yeah, based dad on head. Yeah, there you go.
So this one is called Average is Beautiful.
Race together? Wow, how progressive!
Oh my god, race together.
What the? I'm more surprised. I'm just looking at this.
How progressive!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I know Shoe0nHead watches I don't know if she watches all the VTubers that react to her, but if she does, and if you're watching this, can you please do more stuff like that, jokes like that in your videos, please? Please. I would love to do that. I give you $100 if you do. Yeah, there. Yeah. You'll see a super thanks on the next video she does, if she does. She's not gonna see this, by the way. Thought I should mention that now.
Race together. I forgot all about this. In 2014, Starbucks did this thing called Race Together, where I shit you not, they made baristas write hashtag race together on the cups to encourage discussion about race relations with customers.
Oh yeah, let's get rid of
And with the customers too? Really? I'd rather drag my nuts on concrete than have a discussion with the people I hate serving. Yeah. Like, when I worked fast food, I worked in the back because I didn't want to deal with anyone up there. And I already hated, and I still hated it because I still had to technically deal with them every now and then. Then because I'm still serving them. And don't even get me started with interactions with them when I was working retail. Or retail that wasn't at night. Because, boy, I hate interacting with people. There's a reason I started working nights at my last retail job. Yeah.
race relation, like, tension by just making awkward conversation about race at Starbucks.
Yeah, it probably sounds very virtue signally, yeah.
Why?
They were forcing 18-year-old kids to have awkward-ass discussions with strangers about race.
Yeah, I'd be quitting.
Can I get a tall cappuccino? Ah, yes, hello! I see you are a person of color! What the f*** were they smoking back then?
I just imagine some black lady, like, on her way to work, walks into Starbucks, like, oh, can I have a latte, please? And the barista just like, ah! I see you are a woman of color!
Oh my god. I made the same f***ing joke. I didn't
Yeah, I mean, you're the same person, so that makes sense.
even remember that.
I guess some things don't change.
I did it again! Wow, it's almost like we have the same brain or something.
This is
Yeah,
social
you're the same
justice.
person.
You can, like, invade video games all you want, you can do whatever you want to comics, but don't touch my Disney. I will send the hounds on you.
Ooh. Ooh, boy. Ooh. You know, I would actually, just from hearing this, hold on, I want to see her next reaction, or what she's about to say next.
Oh god. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her.
Weird.
Okay, oh god damn it.
Weird.
This one is
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Just from saying that and how bad it's gone now today, I would love to see a Shoe0nHead video where she just spends like a half hour just absolutely dogging the shit out of Disney. That would be fun.
called internalized misogyny.
If you're a woman capable of individual thought, you've probably had the term internalized misogyny thrown at you a few times. So, what is it exactly? F***ing retarded. The end.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it already sounds retarded, so yeah.
There are so many stupid feminist rebuttals, but I think internalized misogyny has to be, like, my top favorite. Right after she's doing it for male attention and she'll learn when she's older. She'll learn when she's older, as if one day it's just gonna be like,
Happy birthday to you.
Holy shit! Manspreading is an issue!
I am literally old.
That's never gonna stop, by the way, okay? That's never gonna stop. If women had schlongers, they'd understand why we do it.
Older now than I was meant to be in that skit about the future. And I did not, in fact, learn when I got older. I got worse.
these people have an
Yeah.
excuse and a buzzword for everything.
True.
Racist, sexist, MRA, right-wing, conservative, privileged.
Oh my god, MRA. I forgot about MRAs. Oh my god. MRAs
Yeah, that's not a commonly used one, yeah.
were men's rights activists. And before people were getting called like incel online for criticizing women or supporting men, they were being called MRA. Yes, it was considered a insult back then to care about men's rights. This was before the modern red pill. This was before Andrew Tate, Clavicular, Fresh and Fit. We had like Roosh V.
For the longest time, I wanted to do a post on how to approach girls.
What's the dude's name? What is it, Al Pacino? No, it's not that. It's just like... reminded me of Scarface a little bit. Al Pacino and Scarface will let himself down. That's what this looks like.
That are ordering a drink at the bar. So what I did is I went to the toy store and I bought some dolls. These two are the cute girls who you want to have sex with.
That was our Andrew Tate back then.
MRA, right-wing, conservative, privileged. They do this to move the goalposts. So
Yeah.
then you're like, oh wait, I'm not an MRA. This is why I'm not an MRA.
That's why you don't play the game. Like, I didn't know this at the time. I was naive and stupid. But you don't fight back. You don't go like, oh no, I'm not right-wing. I voted for Bernie. I have a gay friend. Like, no. Shut up. No. You just have to go, okay, and. Even if you're not. Because
Yeah, that's what you do. You just do that. You go either, okay, and, or be like, so what? The fuck you gonna do about it? Yeah.
Because literally all they have is the ists and the isms. Defending yourself
true.
from their thought-terminating
Ism, phobes, and yeah.
buzzwords is just, it's useless. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I wish I knew that back then. So this is my most viewed video ever. 10 million views. Demonetized. Haven't seen a single cent from that video. Of
course.
Awesome. Anyway.
So we all know BuzzFeed is the internet equivalent of ass cancer. We know this, and I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
website is a government experiment created to test my patience.
Is that a Mr. Meeksy shirt? Oh my god,
Yes, it
dude.
is.
Back when Rick and Morty was funny.
They're known for
Yeah.
hits like, let's get fat women to do poses only fit gymnasts can do, being a woman is hard because compliments, and damage control, the video. So without further ado, I present to you 36 questions feminists have for men.
They were just pumping out videos like this constantly.
Really?
Every week, another mass-produced, corpo-slop, anti-man,
Also, is BuzzFeed even a thing anymore? I don't know.
anti-white video.
So when you see the word white, what comes to mind?
Privilege, I think power.
We can never let this happen again. I don't care if Trump blows up the world, okay? They can make Israel a 51st state, as long as I never have to hear
Hey, fellow white guys.
ever again.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as someone I personally politically disagree with?
I think here's what it feels like. I feel like you should go into a fucking mental hospital and stay there. If you don't like that, I know a metal box that's being that has a one-way shipping to North Korea. That's plans to stay there.
The man is literally Satan to these people. Like, they could have said Hitler. And they basically meant Hitler. Trump is their Hitler. It is
Yeah.
very trendy to hate Trump right now.
Oh,
Hell, they called Oh, these people call anyone they don't like Hitler. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty left-leaning, but I've been called a Trump supporter like 6 times in the past few months.
6 times?
Mm.
6 times? Oh.
Yeah, now it's like nowadays it's probably 6 dozen.
Oh, you poor baby! Try 6,000! At the time, the anti-woke, anti-SJW genre was mostly full of liberals. It was mostly liberals criticizing, all of this stuff, all of this woke behavior. We all saw this as not real liberalism. This isn't the real left. The real left cares about, real equality and workers' rights and blah, 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 blah. We wanted to call our side out. Obviously, that didn't work, but we tried.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Men have balls?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like it when they don't feel uncomfortable as shit. Or when I'm crushing them. So, yeah. Hell, I'm man-spreading right now. Yeah.
Man-spreading. One of the top issues people would talk about nonstop back then was men sitting with their legs slightly open on public transportation. It was seen as some, patriarchal, statement of power or some shit. Every week we had to hear about man-spreading.
Man-spreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
What happened to all...
I feel like all the people who bitch and moan about manspreading, if they're a man doing it, they should be forced to keep their legs together all the way, all the time, until they admit that they were wrong, and that they were being stupid. And for the women who say that, they should be forced to wear a strap and then do the same thing. Yeah, until they admit that they were being stupid and were wrong. Yeah, they won't do that, by the way. These type of people never admit they're wrong. They'd rather die than do that. Yeah.
These little pet issues they were all upset about. I guess people can't afford houses now, right? They can't find jobs. I don't think they have energy to talk about the f***ing pink tax or man-spreading or whatever.
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Wow, this chocolate bar sure
Who wants to tell her? So with how it is nowadays, it's actually the other way around. Yeah.
is good. But you know what would make it better? Wow! Another chocolate bar! 2 of a thing I like! Together!
Or that too.
People still come to my channel, to this day, and leave comments on my videos like, "Are you the chocolate bar girl?" My legacy.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
Made a whole button with the voice thing for that. Jesus. But yeah, all the people talking about the wage gap was fucking stupid. Hell, even my own mother started talking about that, and it's just and it was also really stupid too. Just what? Actually, no, it wasn't even that. No, she was complaining about being paid the same of a guy who was younger than her, had the same degree as her, working the same position as her for about the same time, and she's like, I should be getting paid more. And I'm like, what? I was going to show you that these people actually don't care about equality or anything. They want superiority. That's what a lot of people who claim to want, equality and certain things want. They don't want equality. They just want superiority. Yeah.
So the reason I have a button that debunks the wage gap is because back in the day you could not escape hearing about the fucking fake-ass 77-cent wage gap bullshit. I don't think you hear about the wage gap anymore because young women are starting to out-earn young men.
There's also
so
that.
That's a little awkward.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Because on average, we are. It's a fact. Trigger warning. Facts.
Yeah, hate to break it to you, but women nowhere near as physically strong as men are. Well, sometimes they can be, but that number's pretty low.
Libs owned! Trigger warning, facts! Okay, Ben Shapiro, calm down! I thought that was such a mic drop.
Are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome!
No.
More money!
So when women make less, it's called the wage gap, but when men make less, it's just more money. Sorry, I'm responding
and
to
of course, double standards.
the old video.
They didn't... The one for what was the thing? What was the saying? What was it? It was like if they didn't have double standards, they'd have none at all. No.
Instead
like
of my video, I forget how stupid these talking points were, dude. And sorry, I'm just watching these videos. I'm thinking about all the fucking people on Reddit who are like, Shoe0nHead sent me down the alt-right pipeline. Really? This is what did it? How the fuck is it my responsibility if you watch milquetoast ass shit like this and start goose stepping? I went down the alt-right pipeline. I was a Nazi. First of all, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. You probably watched some Ben Shapiro owns college liberal compilations, and then some other YouTuber years later told you that's what being a Nazi is, and that actually having the politics of a Walmart HR department is salvation. Like, can we fucking relax? I'm sorry, I don't understand the YouTubers and streamers from this era who have like trolls remorse about this shit, that feel guilty for making fun of this stuff back then because they think them making fun of this stuff gave rise to Trump and whatever. It's like, no, this stuff gave rise to Trump, not you reacting to it. Like, why wouldn't you make fun of this shit? It's ridiculous and it's counterproductive. Like, you wonder why so many Gen Z men are further right than like boomer men. It's not because they watched a YouTuber called BuzzFeed cringe, right? It's because BuzzFeed and things like it, the media, academia, the culture that they grew up in, a reactionary movement needs something to react to. Like, this shit, as goofy as it was harmful. It was harmful to society in general, and it was harmful to like the left because this is how people saw the left. Trump wasn't elected specifically because BuzzFeed, right? Like, that's stupid. But there was this like slingshot effect against woke one. But more importantly, there was a hole in politics left from a do-nothing neoliberal neocon establishment that was just waiting to be filled by a populace, and Trump filled that hole. Trump filled America's hole, he got America pregnant, and 9 months later, out pops a war with Iran. And America's like, I didn't ask for this. Well, why'd you open your legs, whore? Sorry. You were asking for it. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, now people online are like, oh, woke 2 is gonna be great. Woke 2's
No. Woke 2 will not be great. It will be horrible, and so are the people participating in it, as well as the people participating in the supposed dark woke bullshit. No. The amount of secondhand embarrassment I got whenever I figured out what dark woke was. Cause Jesus Christ.
Gonna hit like
you should feel embarrassment for claiming to be woke. You should.
Crack.
If you thought we were woke before, you done went and woke the beast.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, just talking about secondhand embarrassment earlier. Oh my god. These people are so goddamn stupid and insufferably annoying.
Welcome to Woke 2.0.
Do you want
Go back to the retirement home, lady. You're fucking old.
Hitler too? Because that's how you get Hitler too. We are not doing this shit again. I would kindly advise against it. If you look at everything happening now, like literal pedophiles running the world, bills being passed to merge our military with foreign militaries, a bunch of AI surveillance cameras popping up everywhere, bombs we pay for with our tax dollars against our will going to blow up children. All of this shit seems extremely petty and unimportant. But it was part of this like deeply subversive, destructive rot in society. I used to always say that culture war was a distraction from class war, and for the most part, I still kind of think that's true, but I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, you know? I could want the rich to pay their fair share and also want my children to grow up in a world where it's not socially acceptable to
hate the 10% most people usually pay?
Hate them. Yeah, these videos were a little cringe.
Oh, wait, what was that last part?
I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, you know? I could want the rich to pay their fair share and also want my children to grow up in a world where it's not socially acceptable to hate them. Yeah, these videos were a little cringe and like, I think they aged that poorly. Some of the jokes were really cringe and like, facts and logic liberals. Like, pretty much do the same videos, but now they're more-
It was cringe, but better than a bunch of other cringe shit I've seen still.
Like organized and structural and scripted. I do the same videos but in a more medicated sort of way. Big Vivans has taken away your millennial quirk chunguses. Big Pharma won't let me go merp. So that was that video. I thought it would be fun to do. What did you guys think? If you want to see my full, raw, unedited reaction to my first video, there is a bonus video up on my Patreon right now. Link down below.
What?
What am I looking at?
Also, all Patreon members get every single video a day early, uncensored, no bleeps. I'm also doing Patreon-only live streams now, so I would love to see you guys there. Lots of stuff going on. Link down below. Join today. We want you. Join the Shoe Simps. Join the SS today. Also, a big thank you again to today's sponsor, Ground News. Go check them out. Link down below. And I will see you guys with a new video.
Yeah. That was a good video. Yeah. Very good. Is there a thing at the end? There usually is a thing at the end. And...
Oh!
Go back, I want to see that again.
Oh!
Yeah, that was the thing. I like this first comment. Even Shoe is reacting to Shoe now. And then, of course, the one under that. Shoe uploaded. That means a lot of VTubers can pay their rent now. And then, of course, someone said 10 years from now, you should react to this video. We need some shoeception. Yeah. Oh, I like this one. They call it manspreading. I call it ore farming. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, man. It was a good video. I enjoyed it a lot, and it had a lot of, well, yeah, it was pretty, yeah, true. Yeah, lots and lots of truth in here, and probably going to piss some people off. And to that, I only have, well, one thing to say to the people that'll get pissed off at me and say buzzwords and whatever other shit. Fuck off. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, check out the original video. It'll be linked in the description below, as well as Shoe0nHead. She'll be linked down there below as well. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, because it helps out a lot, and it's very much appreciated. And I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.